right, so you just got your MODX or your Yamaha Montage, and you need help setting everything up and understanding the format of this keyboard. This is the video for you. Hello, my name is Kel Bailey, and welcome back to another video. If this is your first time here, I need you to hit that like button and subscribe to this channel. We're about to have so much fun in this video. But check it out. For my guys that are coming from the Yamaha Motif series and the people that's coming from the Yamaha XF, the MODX and the Montage is a little weird kind of understanding the setup of this keyboard and everything else pertaining to this keyboard. It's just a little bit different. So when you first pull up the Yamaha Montage or the MODX, you're going to be presented with live set screen right here. Most likely the first sound you're going to see is CFX plus FMEP2. So a simple little piano and EP mixed together. And with this sound, we see that the super knob, when you turn it up, that EP comes in. So the super knob can be assigned to do different things, but on this particular sound, again, it's programmed to kind of bring that EP up. So when you turn it, it's piano. And when you keep it in the middle, it's kind of a blend of those two, right? So what is a live set? We're gonna dive a little bit deeper on this topic, but a live set is basically your performances saved all in one spot. So as an example, I have some of my favorite sounds right here already saved, you know, in these live sets right here. So if I want to just jump around and go to this sound, I can just kind of jump around. So again, a live set is your performances saved. I'm going to show you guys how to save some live sets as well. But a live set, think of the live set as if you're playing at a concert, and the first song on the concert list, you're saying this song calls for this sound right here. Instead of having to build out another sound in the performance mode, in the live set, you're able to just jump around and get to the sounds you need quickly. Oh, I want to pull up West Coast Worship. Next song, I want to pull up the aux. So that leads us to our next topic of performance. So let's go to performance mode. We're going to click this button right here, and you see it switches screens. So performance mode is what you Motif guys are most used to in terms of building out your sounds and stuff like that. The old Motif, I believe that screen was called Perform, but now they've just extended it and called it performance mode. So this is where you can kind of really get creative and build the sounds that you want. So let's say you want to build out a piano, strings, pad, Rhodes, you can do that. And the numbers over here, this is what we consider our parts. So you get 1, 2, 3, 4, all the way up until 8. So you can add up to 8 sounds on these parts. So that's something on the old Motif I think you could do, but the polyphony probably wasn't that great. So let's build out a patch, and I'm going to show you guys how I go about doing that. Let's go to category search, and let's just pull up CFX FMEP2, since that's like the main piano. So as you see, we have 5 parts on here, right? So we got the main piano part right here. Let's see what's on part 2. So you got like some different parts on part 2 right there, but it's not really much going on. But the cool thing about the new Montage and the MODX, you can kind of put these little cool little nuances and elements in your parts to kind of like respond differently based on how you play. But not to make it too confusing, all we're going to do is delete those things because we don't want those in there. So to delete it, we're going to click on part 2. We're going to press delete. We're going to press delete. Yes. And then we're going to delete part 3. We're going to press yes again. Now we're going to delete part 4 as well. We're going to press yes. So now we only have one part, and the only thing that we have right here is the piano going on right here. So if I want to control the volume of part 1, it's programmed and mapped out to literally 1 right here. Of course, you have your master volume right here, but if you want to control part 1 volume, it's right here, and that more so goes into blending and stuff like that. All right, on part 2, I want to add strings in there, right? So we're going to click on part 2. Now we're going to go to strings, and we're just going to pull up like some random strings. Let's pull up warm back right here. Now we're going to press enter. Once we press enter, we come back to this screen. We're going to build out another part right here. Let's add in some type of synth. I don't know. I like that. Let's go with it. We're going to click in Saul's bells right there. We're going to press enter again. That brings out all of these other different parts. Let's see what part 4 is doing. All right, we don't want that right there. We're going to delete that right there. We don't want that part. We're going to delete that. Then we're going to delete that right there. All right, we just want that one element right there. We just want that one part right there. Interesting sound. Let's pull up one more part 4, and let's pull up a choir pad. Let's pull that up. Let's do it. You may be asking, why is it that when you pulled up a part on 4, it brought in these other 2 sounds on 5 and 6? That is because some of these sounds have like multiple parts to them. I believe if we click on this right here, we can tell which sounds are the single sounds. I want to say these green sounds are the single sounds. So let's bring that in. So the ones that are blue are the like multiple parts. And then I want to say the green sounds only have one part to them. That's something that we can check out later in another video. I want to go to a performance I already built, and I want to show you guys how to go about saving these performances and actually saving them in live set as well. So let's say we just build this Kel Bailey rack set performance, right? Let's say we just built that. If I want to save this sound, what I'm going to do is I'm going to come over here and I'm going to press store. Now, since I've already saved this sound, I have the option to overwrite it again, or I have the option to store it as a new performance. For you, you're probably going to want to store it as a new performance. So we're going to click on store as new performance, and then it's going to ask you to name it. Then you're going to press done, and then you're going to press yes, probably. And then that's going to store that sound. If you want to get back to that performance because you haven't yet saved it under the live set yet, how you do that is you click on the name right here. Click categories to search, and now you're just going to go to user, and that will pull up all of your saved performances right here. Now let's say we want this sine wave flute right here. If we want to save that under live set, what we're going to do is we're going to press enter, and now we're going to click on live set. Notice that sine wave flute is already up right here, right? It's still up. It hasn't changed. We're going to go back to the first page. So in order to save this sine wave flute, what we're going to do is we're going to press edit. And now you see that this screen comes up right here. We're going to press this down right here. We're going to push this add button, and it's going to save it right there. But before you actually do anything else, you're going to have to press done. Got that? Now when we go to a different live set page, we're going to notice that that's still right there as well. If I saved it by accident and I don't like it, what I can do is press edit again, and I can simply delete it and then press done again, of course. If you want to load up some custom sounds, I do offer a Yamaha Montage MODX pack, mainly for church musicians and gospel musicians. But check this out. So these are some sounds from that pack. How you load up more sounds is very, very simple. Of course, you're going to have a thumb drive. I'll make another video later talking about that. But if you already have your thumb drive plugged up to the Montage or MODX, you'll simply come over here to Utility. And once you get to Utility, you're going to press Load. And right now, I don't have anything connected. I don't have my USB right now. But when you come over here to load, you'll see the option to load those sounds up. And this is the screen, and this is the section where you'll load those sounds up at. So as of right now, you see I have all of these sounds loaded up from my USB from that pack. And they're already in the board. If I want to find those sounds, what I'll do is we'll press Add. And then we'll go to all right here, and you'll see that all of the sounds that I loaded up is already right here, and we can just simply add it in right there. And then over here to the left of the screen, of course, we have the octave. If you want to take it down an octave, your sounds. Want to take it up, you can do that as well. If you are a transposing guy, you want to transpose the sound, you hold Shift and you go up one, and you see that it transposes. And then you'll want to, you know, of course, set it back to 0. Then for a little bit more of the technical stuff, of course, up here you have your ADSR stuff. You have the cutoff, resonance, attack, decay, release, reverb. If we pull up a piano sound and it has too much reverb on it, this is what we can do. So let me pull up a piano sound. What we can do is we can come over here and press it one more time, and you'll see that this column is selected right here. The EGFX column is selected, and we'll come over here where it says reverb and turn down that reverb. And it'll basically take out all the reverb that's in that sound. So one of the cool things about the Yamaha Montage and the MODX is you can actually bring sampled sounds into this keyboard. So if I would have known that 5, maybe 6 years ago when they first released this series, I probably would have been got this keyboard. But I really love that option because now you don't have to carry around racks and stuff like that. You don't even necessarily need your computer to pull up these cool sounds that we like to use in gospel. Again, if you want access to these sounds, you can click the link below and get access to these gospel sounds. And one of the things I noticed with some of the sampled sounds is sometimes these sounds are really, really low. What we'll do is we'll click on category search, and then we're going to click edit. And now we're going to come down to effect. And now we're going to go to EQ. Now we're going to do 2-band EQ, and we're going to turn this output up. Now watch this. Sometimes these Yamaha sounds are already programmed for delay, a lot of reverb, and just a lot of different effects. If you want to change those effects, what you can do is you can click on the name, go to edit, and then you can come down and click on effects right here. And this will kind of show you what's already programmed on this sound, so to speak. So it has some tempo delay stereo on there. If I want to turn that off, we can just simply turn it off, or we can press the screen. If I want to turn off that large hall even more, we can just turn it off right there. And that kind of strips the sound a little bit naked. If I want to change the release, we'll come back over here to EGFX. We see on that second column, it says release. We can turn down release. So that is pretty much the basics of the Yamaha Montage and MODX. I hope that this video helps. I hope that you guys learned something new. If you did, please hit that like button and subscribe to this channel. That's all we got for today. I'm definitely going to probably turn this video into a series and come up with some more content to kind of help you guys out. But that's all we got for today. We are out.